Welcome to Monday Night TPK. Welcome back. You are listening to Monday Night TPK. My name is Kyle, and you are listening to a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Real Play podcast. Surrounding me on the virtual tabletop tonight are 3 adventurers who are ready for the end of this campaign. They've been through a lot, they've seen a lot, they've controlled players who've made a lot of decisions. And now I must ask them a very, very important question. Hey, Ryan.
Yes.
Does Ruvain regret any decisions that the party has made thus far?
I'm probably going to steal Matt's answer here. I don't know what his answer is, but I kind of regret getting involved, or the party getting involved with being possessed by certain gods around here. I think choosing to do that led to some tense moments, some tragic moments. And while the ones we have right now are technically good aligned, I guess, there were some that were very detrimental with their personality flaws. Papazzato, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was good stuff, Ryan. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what Ruvain regrets.
All right, fantastic, Ryan. Thank you very much. Sam.
Yes.
What is it that Airedale is regretting in terms of this party's decisions?
You haven't been around for a crap ton of decisions.
Well, she will say that she regrets that the alternate dimension party went into the mirror room because that's where they all died.
It's true.
Did she lead them there? No one.
Yep, that is a question to ask. Did she lead them there? It was a very mutual discussion. She's ran it through her head numerous times. Did she make the suggestion? Did Brielle make the suggestion? You know, who was it that was leading at the time? Nobody will ever know.
No one will know. But in terms of this party, no regrets.
Okay.
I don't think.
Very good. Matt, what does Brielle think about this question? Does she have any regrets that the party as a whole has made?
So I was deciding on 2, and Ryan did take one of them. Because of that.
Ha!
Thanks, Ryan. Because of those choices, she did lose her best friend. But predating that, long before either of these 2 members were here, the party made a choice to follow a crap ton of ice. And that led us into a trap with a crap ton of raptors.
It's true.
That led us to our first party casualty, which Brielle still regrets to this day because she was a lot of the pushing of following the ice. It led to Mountwood's death, and she cannot let that go.
Oh, man. God.
She still has not let that go. Gilly hurts a lot more, but Mountwood's death is, she sees Mountwood's death more on her head than Gilly's because of the spirits being in possession at that time. But it was a lot of her choice to follow the ice and find out where it went. So that one hurts her a lot. It's probably her biggest regret.
All right. Well, that's not a happy, fun note to end this conversation on at all.
Aerodel might regret that Iku's not with us right now, but we'll see.
I don't know how to get her back here.
She can't.
I don't think we can get here.
There absolutely was a way to get her back, and you didn't make the correct choices to make that happen.
That's a bummer.
Rixie regrets what he had for lunch.
Oh.
Those spike fruit
He really
are
gassy.
not.
He's really gassy right now.
He should not be eating those spike fruit. They are not good anymore.
Oh God. No.
All right, Sam. So when you're ready, what the heck and heck happened last week?
All right. So last time, episode 84 started with us rolling initiative because it was time to fight the Sowen sisters. The group killed 2 out of the 3. The last sister pleaded for her life and then spoke of the device and child in the next room. We found out the device was the soulmonger. Brielle asked if it could be destroyed, and cast the zone of truth. Peggy, one of the sisters, reported it could be destroyed, but then Asarak will be unhappy and we will not be able to leave. Oh, no. Then Brielle cast Zone of Truth to compel Peggy to tell the truth. I knew it was in there. I was just making sure I had all my bases covered. Peggy stated there was only one way out, an ebon pool with bones pointing the way. Interesting. Peggy reported that the soulmonger could be destroyed using weapons or some sort of magic. Brielle said she can't let Peggy leave alive. Peggy said bad things would happen. The agreement was broken to let her go. Brielle said it's a sacrifice she's willing to make and attacked Peggy. Brielle decapitated Peggy, and a pain stabbed in Brielle's head until Brielle realized she couldn't see.
Yeah. And I think we left it right there. We have, let's see here. We have Rixer standing near Vorn on the main floor of this room, while Brielle and Ruvain stand on the balcony. Brielle having just executed a hag and discovered she's blind. And just down the hall from Brielle is a closed door behind which Aerodale has been kind of hiding / controlling Vorn.
That's fine.
What are we doing, guys? What's going on?
Brielle's gonna turn to Ruvain, and I guess her eyes are probably all cloudy now.
Yes,
Yeah?
and yep, her eyes would appear to be very milky white and cloudy.
She's gonna feel out and grab the wall and kind of lean on it, and then look at Ruvain in his general area because she knows he's back there.
Sure.
Now can't see exactly where he is. We have a problem. I can't see.
I'll walk over. I'll take Brielle's hand, just to kind of help him guide her.
Sure.
Do I have anything that?
Aerodel's gonna creak open the door. Look out. All clear?
I look over, give her the nod. Yeah, we're clear over here. Brielle can't see.
Oh, hold on. Let me try something. And Aerodel's gonna skip over and
You're skipping?
Sure, why not?
Could you joyfully skip through the halls as I'm blind, please?
I'm coming to help. Yep. Lesser restoration. You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition affecting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Because I don't want to fight a boss blind. That would be awesome.
Uh-oh.
Oh, frowny face.
There's a frowny face for it.
He's got bad news.
Airedale, so you walk up and you weave your druidic magics and push some kind of pale light towards Brielle's face. And within a few moments, Airedale, will see that the milkiness in her eyes begins to fade away. And Brielle, after a few moments, your vision slowly starts to return and the pain in your head subsides.
He drew a frowny face for himself. I thought he was drawing it for us. I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh,
My heart is breaking.
I was worried for a moment.
I was like, oh boy. I thought
oh,
there's
no.
going to be some sort of atonement thing, or it wouldn't work because it's due to a curse or something. I'm like, oh no.
Strictly speaking, it was a sort of like a curse, but not the actual curse spell. The book said that if you break the agreement, you suffer the effects as if you had failed the saving throws for the spell Contagion.
Oh my goodness.
And then there
Oh
are
my goodness.
But Contagion does more than blind you.
there's a list of different effects I can choose from.
He didn't choose freeze bleeding. Awesome.
No,
Okay.
I thought that the blinding and the wisdom disadvantage would be more interesting. But of course, it was an actual illness
There.
that can be cured by lesser restoration.
There. That looks better. Hello.
Hello. Thank you. That could have been bad.
You're welcome. Happy to help.
So what are you
Alright.
guys up to?
So what?
Well, resting?
I cannot go down there as I'm like kind of leaning against the wall, bloody and battered.
Oh no.
There's a bunch of crap on the other side of that door. There's no way I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, no, let's definitely not until we rest a bit, I would say.
Also, we have a friend
Right.
upstairs.
Upstairs.
Iku
Oh.
is upstairs.
Oh, yes.
If there's only one way out of here,
Oh, no.
I can't leave her up there.
No, that wouldn't be fair. We must go get her. But how? I could change myself into a hawk. And I could change her into a mouse. I could carry her in my talons.
How are you going to get through the walls?
I can fly in between the cog rooms, into the doors, and out the doors.
How? Everything is solid.
Oh, I thought you got out on the cogs once.
There was one opening that led to the cogs.
You would definitely recall that every time the cogs turned, there was, up to like in some cases a 6 to 8 inch gap between the cog and the hallways around it.
Okay. But wasn't there water then, like, in there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Down below, though, right?
Yeah.
So a flying creature, in theory, could weave through them.
Checks out to me, in theory. Assuming there's nothing out there that's going to try to kill you, capture you, eat you. I mean, there's nobody here to say that, so.
I don't know.
Just a thought.
Why do we have access to that? How far back can we go through the cogs? Can we get near her room?
That's gonna take some deep diving. Hold on.
Because, Ravane, can you teleport at all?
Oh God.
Do you have Dimension Door?
I do.
Oh, that's an option.
So we can only get to the garden.
Hmm.
How many times can you Dimension Door?
3 times.
1, 2, 3.
Well, it's
4 times if I use my 5th level.
but it's 500 feet, right?
Oh, that's valid.
To a point you can know exists. He knows it exists.
Well, you have to technically see it. You can blindly teleport, but there's the chance that you
Or a place that you were familiar with.
wind up in a wall.
Oh, I thought it was just a place you're familiar with.
I mean, if he's familiar enough with it, he may be able to do it without teleporting into a wall or the council, or. But that would be once there, once back,
Right.
and then we could rest, which would give him all the spell.
If I can visualize it, and if it's in with the 500-foot range of us, I can teleport
It's
there.
within 100.
Yeah.
500.
No, it is within 100.
So
It is
you'd be able to
actually
do it.
90 feet away from.
Oh, okay. I thought you were correcting me.
No, I know you can teleport 500 feet. The distance is within 100. So that would be once there, once back. That's only 2.
Well, that's a good idea.
And then we don't risk flying by the water and dealing with whoever we were talking to that we saw swimming through the water.
Completely fair.
I don't want that dual personality person freaking out and eating you.
Me either.
At least if Urbane teleports with Dimension Door, the worst that'll happen is he gets hurt and shot back, takes some damage. He doesn't necessarily die.
Kyle laughs maniacally. Evil chuckle. Wow.
We've got time to spare.
Yeah.
We have all day.
So tell me what you're doing.
Is this the plan?
I mean, it's the plan. Only plan I have.
Go get
2 plans.
Iku?
Safest plan, it seems. Either way, I want to go get Iku. I don't want to leave her here. Do you want to do that from downstairs where you are, or do we want to go upstairs?
We can go upstairs.
Because, I mean, you could do it from downstairs. It's still going to be within that range. We're right below. I mean, the stairs lead to under the water, which I think this room would be underneath the green room and underneath
I think we should go upstairs.
the garden room and underneath whatever that dragon room was. But I don't know how far down we are.
Let's just go back to the same level just to make sure.
Yeah, so you guys can head out up the staircase that originally went into the hag's lair. You find yourselves in the same hallway with the broken weapons as before. You can climb the staircase, enter the cog that formerly held the what do you call them? Wardrobes. Yep. You walk across into the room with the dead foliage, which now contains a bunch of dead orc bodies, because this is where you threw them last time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the dead orc bodies are definitely getting increasingly disturbing. I mean, you haven't been down here. They're not starting to like rot hardcore, but like there's definitely a smell. It's been a day or two since you killed them.
Nasty.
And then, yeah, that takes you. You can kind of stand in one corner of that cog that you would kind of recognize as being the closest, probably, to the control room where you last left Iku.
Okay, so we're here now
No, we'd be in the green room.
in the green room. Okay.
Yeah. There's no passageway through there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's not open.
Then I will cast Dimension Door, and I'll visualize the very front of the panel.
Okay. You kind of teleport, essentially, and a moment later you find yourself standing in a very, very dark room. Obviously, you're an elf, so you can see in the dark. And when you arrive there, you're going to find Iku kind of sitting full lotus style in a corner with her back up against a wall. She appears to be meditating. She's just sitting there motionless with her staff across her knees. She now, however, completely looks like a goat person.
Because it's been like 2 days.
Her face is fully elongated. Her legs kind of, even though she's sitting with her legs crossed, they bend at a weird angle. She has hooves. Her fingers have even like partially fused to be this weird foot hoof hand hybrid. She's got these long horns that curl back over and into her hair. Very long ears. But she's sitting there motionless on the floor.
Hello, Iku. It's good to see you again.
As soon as you speak, her eyes just snap open wide, and she focuses on you for a moment. Roll initiative. No, that's not true.
Should we start calling her Goat Coo?
Ruvain, my friend. It has been a moment since I have heard from you. Is everything well? I see you've made your way back to me.
Yep, I've come to take you back.
She doesn't say anything, but she does frown at you and kind of give you this look on like, why are you being a dick?
Oh. Oh.
It's okay, Goku.
We potentially found the end of the tomb and the source of this curse.
I am very happy to hear that. I hope you have found a way for me to join you. I would eventually like to leave this place.
Yes, I could actually take you right to the rest of the party.
Oh, that is wonderful. She will stand. She doesn't seem to have any problem navigating her new anatomy, but it definitely is strange to watch her legs stand with their kind of weird backward facing knee. I am ready to go when you are.
Then I will place my hand on her shoulder and cast Dimension Door a second time, visualizing the green room I just left.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to transport yourself and Iku very quickly back to the previous room. The rest of you will definitely all kind of at once see the two of them just kind of like poof back into sight.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Mm. Hello, Iku.
Oh, Airedale. Brielle, I'm so happy that you have made it. That you are standing before me, and I before you.
It's good to see you. We may have found the way out, and I was not going to leave you here.
I do appreciate that. I suspect I would have found my way eventually, but it is not something that I wish to navigate alone.
And I would not wish for you to do that.
It's good to see you because you just had that scent with. Sorry.
Glare. Well, we've got some time to kill, so we should just relax for a while.
Yes.
Get our bearings back before proceeding past that door, because who knows what's on the other side. And I will,
Go
as
ahead.
we're resting, I will. Okay. As we're resting, I will fill Iku in on literally everything that has happened since we left her.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Sure.
fully up to speed.
Yep. You can tell her all about the monsters you fought, the robot creatures that you have vanquished, the hags, the little crazy toy creatures that now like are on your shoulders / pockets.
Yeah, I will introduce her to Straw Bundle. Like, this is my new best friend.
Iku has a look of like surprise, terror, and deep sadness on her face when she sees these creatures and kind of realizes what's going on, and then starts to say something and then just stops and just kind of nods. All right, guys. So you've made it pretty clear that you want to basically play out a day so that you can take the benefits of a long rest before you open up the great big green door at the bottom of the hag's room. Where do you plan to spend your time?
Wardrobe room? We're already up here.
Yeah.
There's some stuff down in the hags area I'm not very trusting of.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Also
that
starving.
That I stuck his head in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
When he gets out, he's gonna be upset because eventually he's gonna wiggle that table. Eggs in that
There's also
eating room.
other Rixer.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that thing.
Yeah.
You guys can like
Probably.
faintly hear him calling, "Guys, where are you?"
We're gonna leave him down there.
Poor other Rixer.
Yeah, probably we could probably just stay here. It'd probably be best.
Wardrobe room.
Okay.
Room.
Anything in particular you plan to do for the next several hours until you can rest, or we can just kind of move past that?
Like I said, Brielle will fill in Iku, and she's going, because she's still starving to death, she's going to eat and eat and eat.
Aradel as well. But before we...
Which means I really look at the rations now.
But also before we end up sleeping or whatnot, Aradel will also cast Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, which is the thing that gives us really total cover, blocks the sphere and a 30-foot radius sphere of magic. We gain +5 bonus to Dex, Stealth, and Wisdom checks, Perception checks. And any light from open flames in the sphere is invisible outside.
Okay, cool. You guys feel pretty secure within that space, and Brielle, you can fill Iku in on what had happened, and you get to the part where there was like this huge feast and the creepy dude, and how as soon as you decide to leave, like your foot steps out that doorway and you get this like this horrible hunger goes across you. And she kind of nods and she kind of furrows her brow as much as a goat face can. And she will say to you, if you may, I would like to try to eliminate that if you will let me.
Oh, please.
If you could, that would be great. I am starved.
She's gonna put her hand such that it is kind of on the center of Brielle's stomach, and kind of pushes some magic into her body. And Brielle, you're gonna get this like wave of just like warmth, kind of start at your midsection and just radiate out till you can almost like feel it being released from like the bottoms of your feet and the top of your head and out your fingertips. And the sensation lasts for just a moment or so, and when it's done, you feel that the extreme hunger is gone, and that Brielle has been relieved of this curse.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, please me next.
Iku's gonna nod and frown. I'm sorry, Airedale. I can only cast Greater Restoration once per day.
Okay.
Do you have Greater Restoration?
I will. After rest.
I will slide the rations over to her that I was going to eat.
All in one scoop, just home.
Yeah, like you guys have got fair rations. Niku can of course create food and water anyway.
Water, yeah.
Yeah.
Over the course of this rest that you're taking, without really even meaning it, Airedale consumes like several days worth of food. Just constantly picking at the food, trying to like fill. And she gets to a point where like she feels bloated. She feels just like she's gonna burst, and she still has this extreme compulsion to just continue eating.
Oh my god. I can't.
Well, we're currently sitting on 15 days of rations, so
so the day passes, and you guys talk, and you have a fire. The smoke sort of billows a little bit at the top of this place. And eventually hours pass, and you're able to take a long rest. And there are several elves in the party, and someone who doesn't even need sleep. So I'm sure the Rixer just passes out, as he's kind of getting used to like not having to take watches, and that everyone just does it for him. But Rixer's definitely happy to just like fall over and start snoring loudly. But several hours pass. You're able to sleep, take rests, eat your rations, and I wouldn't say that it's morning exactly, but a new day for you at least has begun.
I don't think I've ever had this many elves in a party ever. Usually there's only one.
All right. So what's going on? Sorry, I had to read a piece of information here.
You're good.
What are we doing?
Head back?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are able to head back the way you've been, and you've made several loops now between this place and this stairwell. It's becoming very familiar to you in a macabre sort of way. But you find yourselves once again in the lair of the hags.
The cradle of the dead god?
I mean, if you want to call it that.
Level 6?
Iku obviously hasn't been here before. And when she arrives and she sees this figure in the cage, she will gasp. Like, you would have told her about him. Oh my. He does resemble Rixer, does he not?
It's identical.
And the figure is going to turn and look, and Iku? Iku, is that you? Why? Please get me out of here, Iku. It's cold. It's so cold here. What you guys up to?
I don't know what to do with other Rixer.
I don't know what
Truthfully,
to
I was hoping he would just disappear.
Oh,
Oh, Brielle, I don't want you to disappear.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
well, what if I don't know how I feel about letting him out?
We already let him out? No, he was still in the
Yep,
cage.
he's been in the cage the whole time.
If
we let him out, he might fight with us. Question mark?
I mean, we can always let him out and see what happens.
Rixer number 2.
Yeah, I mean, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I didn't know I was a number 2. Oh,
Sorry, Rixer number 10.
that's a big number. I like that number.
Yeah, it's a big important number. If we let you out, will you fight with us?
Of course, I will. I fought with you for a long time before. I don't know what happened, but then I was here.
Okay. Well, let's figure out how to get you out then. Is it like locked or something?
I was gonna say, is there a lock on it? Just
Oh
like
yeah,
a pad?
there's a great big padlock.
Don't we have lockpicks?
I will lockpick it.
I have a plus.
I do as well. Oh, that'll be a 23.
You're easily able to pick the lock, and it kind of clicks, and the latch pops up, and you're able to slide it off.
Creak the door open and gesture for him to get out.
So he slowly stands, and he seems very unsteady on his feet. Now that he's like really like, this is the first time you guys have seen him stand. He's been just kind of like sitting at the bottom of the cage. You're gonna see that while he looks just like Rixer, as I've described before, he is very, very thin. Doesn't have the big orc muscles that Rixer has. You also notice that one of his legs seems to be slightly longer than the other, and he walks with a very noticeable limp. As he's able to stand, he's able to walk. He's very unsteady at his feet. And the only thing he has in terms of like clothing is a very thin blanket. It's a big blanket, and he keeps it kind of wrapped around himself against the chill of the tomb.
Oh no.
Okay.
I will fight by your side.
Attaboy.
Do we have a weapon?
We have lots of weapons. I have a warhammer. I found a long time ago.
He'll nod, and I can use a warhammer.
I will reach behind Vorn because it's in one of the packs that Vorn's carrying, and I will pull it out, and I will hand it to him and see if he can hold that heavy beast.
He can. He's a little bit awkward with it for the first couple seconds, and then like you see him swing it around. It's not anything graceful by any means, but you get the sense just watching him handle this weapon that he does know what he's doing.
Okay.
Matt, what's the attack on that? Is it a D8?
A warhammer?
Yeah.
Is it a D10?
Two-handed, it might be, yeah.
Double check warhammer real quick. I've actually never. I've used a warhammer once. It was a long time ago though.
I think Maddie had one, and it was a D8, D10
I think
situation.
it's a D. Yeah, I think it is. It's been a while. This is my first 5e character. I actually used a warhammer. It is versatile, and it is a D8 one-handed, D10 two-handed.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I have stats for him, but I didn't have that particular weapon, obviously.
Better to kill you.
Yeah, I haven't used a Warhammer since my first 5e character, which was a cleric.
So you guys are going to get the impression that the other Rixer is very uneasy about what to do with this new Rixer. And he kind of like steps several feet away and doesn't directly engage with him.
I will walk over to real Rixer.
You sure he's real? Maybe just other Rixer.
Yeah. I will walk over to him and I will pat him on the back and I will lean in and I will say, whisper to him so only he can hear it. And I will softly say, don't worry, you're still best Rixer.
He doesn't really smile or frown. He just sort of like looks at you like he's really confused.
Like, what does it mean? What is best?
You're best Rixer.
Thank you, Brielle. What are we doing now?
I say we open the door and find out what shenanigans lie on the other side.
Oh God. Okay.
Who's going to open the door?
The most ballsy person here, Brielle. Because she has to be, because the spirit says so.
Change of plans.
Spirit, I'll bounce up the stairs. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Now that Brielle has now that all of the basically locks have opened, Brielle can see that inside the curve of one of the shapes is essentially a pull handle.
Oh. I will pull instead of push. Because that was 100% a push.
Give me an athletics check, please. Brielle instantly finds that it can probably move, but it's extraordinarily heavy.
Oh, it's not the greatest because it's kind of a low 16.
Yeah, so it was 16. She is able to very slowly, I mean, she's going to have to like completely like walk herself backwards kind of in an arc as the door swings wide in front of her. But the door opens, and Brielle can kind of peek around to see what the rest of the party sees, and that is going to be the door opens to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long staircase of polished black marble that descends into a larger area. At the bottom of the staircase, you can see a orange flickering glow.
Like torchlight?
Like some kind of heat-based illumination.
Okay. This is going to be fun.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going to look back at the party. And then I'm going to look down the stairwell.
The hell?
And I'm going to go, no turning back now.
Guess not.
There's only one way out.
Okay.
And down here is exactly what we came for.
Yep.
We came to this island to get the soulmonger. It's downstairs.
Actually, Schultz Peninsula.
I keep forgetting it's a peninsula. People used to say it was an island, and now that's ingrained in my brain.
It used to be an island, and then the spell plague happened, and it became a peninsula.
See, that's what throws me off then.
Effing nerds, guys. Effing nerds.
Yeah. Fucking nerds. We can't
Probably my last correction
against
there.
the law to get the soulmonger.
Uh-huh.
It's right there.
So who's going first?
Do I have to say it?
I just need you to say it. I don't want to make any assumptions.
Who else going first? Of course she's going first.
Is everybody else heading down behind her?
Come on, Rixers. Come on, Vorn. Come on, Iku.
The EQ, Rixers, and Vorn, and everyone else that I have to control the minis for.
I got Rixer for you.
Thank you,
Rixer
Ryan.
Prime? Rixer Classic?
Rixer Classic. All right. I'm going to reveal it to you, and then I'm going to read some things.
Okay.
I think you're going to enjoy this. I think you're going to enjoy this a lot.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, no.
God.
That's already some eldritch.
Oh,
I haven't even scrolled down.
When did we walk into a Lovecraftian book?
Let me read it. It's okay. It's okay.
That thing.
he's gonna
Crumbling balconies overlook a pool of lava filling this triangular chamber, above which is suspended an enormous crystal cylinder held in place by 3 adamantine struts. Wraith-like forms swirl inside the cylinder, and otherworldly screams hang in the air. 4 long, writhing tentacles sprout from the cylinder's cap. A shriveled monstrosity the size of an elephant floats near the cylinder. Its body is wet and malformed. Its legs and arms are atrophied, and its oversized head drips black goo. The creature is attached to the cylinder by a twisted umbilical cord. And I have a picture to show you to go along with this.
God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Walked into a Lovecraftian novel.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, my God.
This
That is a
creature
thing.
Yep, this creature is attached by the head to the cylinder in the center of the room, and it's large, bulbous, and just kind of floating, quivering beside the cylinder. You can see that it has hands. You can see that it has legs, and they're kind of just thin and curled and just kind of twisted around to its body. It has a mouth with a long, thick, dripping black tongue hanging out. And you can see that its mouth is just sort of, it's moving, and you can't really hear if it's saying anything. And it just kind of bobs in the air as you descend the staircase.
Oh no.
I think we found the baby.
Oh God.
I'm assuming you guys continue your way down the stairs.
Yup.
Sure.
Sure do.
As Vorn crosses the threshold at the back of the party, the door slams closed behind him.
Oh, no.
What are you guys doing?
Standing in awe of the sight that I can see, kind of partially wishing I was blind again.
Yep. So as you can see, there is a cylinder at this sort of the center-ish in front of you, hovering above the lava that is a distance below you. 30 feet below you. It's pretty much a straight drop. I've described the creature that's hovering near it. There are 4 tentacles attached to the cylinder. The map here kind of shows them in specific places, but they are definitely just kind of like writhing around in the air, sort of not menacingly, just in general, I guess. And you can see that there are 3 balconies. one on either side of the thing, and then there's a third smaller balcony at the very back of the room. At the very back of that back balcony, you're going to see a glowing blue archway with some kind of like shimmering mist inside of it. Aradale.
Yeah.
Aijin, the rabbit inside your head, begins speaking to you.
Okay.
Saying, hey, what's that balcony in the back? What's that glowy thing? Oh man, that's cool. I mean, this is all pretty crazy, but like, that's really crazy. I wonder what that is. We should go that. Let's, I mean, we probably should kill this thing first, maybe? I don't know, but that's cool too. Do any of you guys have Kubazan?
Don't I have Kubazan? Kubazan's the frog, right?
I think so.
I had it written down at one point.
Mhm.
I knew all this once upon a time.
Yeah, I did too. I don't have it written down anymore. I
Where's
must have.
the thing? Oh,
Right there.
there it is.
Right there.
Here we go.
Yes, I have Kubazan.
Perfect. Kubazan starts whispering in Brielle's ear. My friend, the time has come. We must destroy this creature. It is an abomination. We must do all that it takes. If we need to sacrifice our lives, if we need to sacrifice ourselves, we need to do this. This thing is evil and it must be destroyed. We have the strength. We have the power. We will do all that is necessary. Ryan, you have Moa in your head, right?
Yep.
Moa's going to start whispering to you. That cylinder in the center, those figures within it, I believe those are trapped souls. We must do whatever we can to free those souls. I don't know, we must destroy this thing or release them somehow. But those souls must be set free.
Kind of what I was thinking.
Guys, this is really creepy. Yeah, guys, this is super creepy. My friends, I believe this is what we are here for. This must be the soulmonger.
The hag told us it was, and that's the baby she mentioned, I'm assuming.
That isn't a very ugly baby.
It's
And I can only speak truths.
Okay, we got some info out of her. Peggy said we could destroy the soulmonger with
strong magic
strong magic
or
magical weapons,
weapons.
essentially.
mhm.
She didn't really tell us where to hit it, though. She was very on forthcoming about that information.
That crystal screams, hit me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the crystal's in the center?
It is about 5, 10. Really, it's about 10 feet away from the edge of the balcony that you're standing on right now. I'm pinging the.
Yeah, the crystal cylinder. Yeah.
Okay,
Right
I'm gonna
there.
show you guys another picture. This one has an NPC in it that's not here right now, but I think it will give you a good sense of the layout when you see it. So
Okay.
don't read anything to this other NPC who's in this picture
It's probably right?
because he's totally not relevant.
Yeah,
But you're gonna see kind of what this creature looks like in relationship to the thing at the center. It looks very
Oh, he looks-
spaceshipy.
Looks so proud. Proud Papa.
Gross.
So those the things in the middle are more like platforms that you can walk on.
Those are the adamantine struts.
Yeah.
Okay.
those are at the three of those struts that you're seeing that kind of like shoot out about 10 feet to the cylinder, and then from the cylinder they go to the other two of the three balconies.
Yeah.
Yep, those are basically like underneath the cylinder, and the three of them support the cylinder in the center of the lava above it, basically. But the struts are the same level as you guys.
Okay. So you can walk on them, essentially.
You can. It will be essentially difficult terrain to do so because they're very narrow, but yes, you can walk on them.
Plan. More than so, with how thin they look, more than one of us is not going to be able to stand on one, I'm guessing.
Maybe back to back, but 100% not side by side.
Okay. Brielle's formulating a battle plan.
Brielle,
What?
I've learned how to turn your arrows into flaming arrows if you're interested.
Is it magical?
I mean,
Do my arrows do magic damage, or does the fire do magic damage?
it's magic on the arrows, so I would imagine it is magical.
So the D8 will also do magic damage, essentially, is what I'm asking.
Oh.
Or am I only doing a D6
It-
and the D8 is resisted or nullified altogether? Because I have no idea what this thing's stats are.
I have no idea. It just says when a target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using the ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an extra 1d6 fire damage.
That sounds like the ammunition itself becomes magical.
There you go. And it says the magic runs off when you either hit or miss. So it's a magic.
12 pieces of ammunition have been. Oh, yeah, because essentially you're casting it on the quiver, right?
Yeah.
The spell's magic ends on the piece of ammunition when it hits or misses.
So yeah, I think I make the ammunition magical.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have my pencil back. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I've just been playing with it.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, that changes things a little. If we want to do that, because then that gives 3 pillars for people to stand on. I can get someone out to a pillar that can't teleport themselves.
Don't feel the need to stand on a pillar.
Because if we're all going to do range,
Oh, that sucks though.
Hmm.
The flame arrows is concentration.
then don't worry about it. I have a sword. I can get myself out to a pillar, and then Rixer can come in on another pillar. Rixer number 2 does not have a magical weapon. So
Yeah.
he's not going to be much help, if any at all. All right, so my plan is to teleport Brielle out to one of these pillars. And then I can start attacking from the side.
Okay.
Somebody else can walk down this pillar and attack it.
And we're going after the tentacles, the sphere, or the cylinder, the baby.
I say we just attack the cylinder.
Okay.
The cylinder is what's giving everything the life source, right? It's what's sucking in all the souls. It's what's feeding the baby. Or at least that's what it looks like, anyways.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm taking in from the picture.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? So you're obviously you're in this room with this creature, and it has not reacted to you at all. It is still just kind of bobbing there.
I say we do that situation.
Mhm.
Don't attack it.
Should we investigate the balconies at all?
Well, it's not doing anything. I mean, we could. I could teleport myself right to one of the balconies. There looks to be like jars or something up there.
Yeah, you can't really see it very well, but you can see there is something kind of sitting around there.
My friend is very interested in the blue shivery balcony back there. But
With the layout of the room, I'm guessing that's our exit.
yeah. Yes. I gathered so.
My
as well.
friend says we need to destroy this and destroy it now.
Oh, absolutely. I'm on board.
All right, Kyle.
What's up, Matt?
Ravain's interested in these with these platforms over here.
Okay.
Riel can just make it onto one with a Misty Step.
Okay.
So I'm going to approach the edge. And if it doesn't attack me, I'm going to Misty Step.
Again, the tentacles are just kind of quivering there. This creature is just kind of bobbing up and down. Things are apparently still ignoring you guys. So yeah, you're able to Misty Step over to the balcony on the left-hand side of the map. And you see, when you get there, two facing balconies halfway along the room are littered with ornate glass bottles, fluted silver urns, ivory caskets, and other vessels, all of them inscribed with baleful sigils. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, here comes the shitty roll. This is the one thing I'm not good at. I only got +2 in intelligence. Yeah, there we go. That sounds about right. Let's give me a 6.
A 6?
Yeah, that's a 6.
I mean, you've never seen anything like these. There's some kind of like arcane writing on every single one of them and symbols you've never seen before. They kind of creep you out. You kind of like have this sense at the pit of your stomach that these aren't things that you really want to mess with. They're dangerous. They are not good things.
I don't think I have parchment paper. One of these is kind of smaller, yeah.
Oh, they're yeah. So, I mean, some of them are going to be heavy-ish because they're made out of like stone or porcelain. Other that are made of glass. Some of them are like you could hold some of them in your hand easily. They're all shapes and sizes.
But they all have the sigils on them, yeah.
Similar sigils. They're not identical. They're
Okay.
and some of them have like little tags written in parchment, and some of them that parchment is fresh, and others appears to be ancient and brittle. They're also again similar writing, but not identical.
I'll pick up one of the smaller ones so I
Sure.
can easily carry it. And I'm going to yet again Misty Step back.
Okay.
And I'll hand it to Ravain and say, "This is what I found."
Yeah, it's a jar of some kind.
Totally
And
is
then-
a jar of some kind.
I'll point to the rune on the top. They all have sigils like this. They're different, but they all have a sigil on top.
Sam has a question.
Really bad feeling about them.
What's up, Sam?
Can I use my Arcana plus my boy's power to comprehend language, if it's a language, or to use my Arcana?
Yes, to both questions.
Okay.
Why don't you give me the check? If you guys want to collaborate and you guys both roll, one of you rolls a check with advantage for Arcana, that's cool. And then we'll have Aristotle there read it with her spell-like ability.
Oh Lord. Okay. Ryan, I've got a +6.
+9.
Okay, you go. I'll help you.
All right. So it's advantage.
Yep.
It's 20 and 21.
I mean, it's clear, right? Actually, your DC was 15 here.
All right.
This is the phylactery to a lich.
What?
Oh no.
And Sam, I don't know exactly what it says. I don't have information on that. But you can read magic, and you're gonna know right away this is written in a magical language that's all about resurrection and sealing and that sort of thing. Sealing in powers and taking in souls, fun stuff like that.
Whoa. No, thank you.
What?
It's a phylactery for a lich.
It's where a lich hides its soul.
What happens if I throw it in the lava? I take it.
Ha! Ooh.
Okay.
Ugh.
I mean, nothing bad happened the last time I threw something in a hole, right?
I will.
Smarty pants, tell me what to do. You guys are the smart ones.
I will convene with Ruvain and be like, "That
My hands are getting heavy.
does that kill it or let it go?
My hands are getting heavy.
Stop, Brielle."
Guys, if you want to once again give me an Arcana check with advantage, I can tell you what you combined will know about phylacteries.
Okay. Yuck.
Oh.
I'll take that one though. 25.
Ooh,
Sure.
yeah.
So you're going to know, obviously, like what you just said, that this is going to be where a lich keeps its soul. And if a lich's corporeal body gets destroyed, it will basically just reform within a certain number of days next to its phylactery. You also know that a lich typically needs to feed its phylactery souls in order to kind of keep it going properly. And the number of souls it takes depends on its age and how it was constructed and a million other factors. You also know that a phylactery is uncannily difficult to destroy. Sometimes a special ritual has to be performed. Sometimes it has to be taken to a certain place, or it has to be a spell cast by the descendant of some long forgotten hero. That there's always some kind of supposedly impossible to decipher plan behind how to destroy a phylactery. And in some cases, throwing it into lava, throwing it into a volcano is what you got to do. But there's no guarantee that just tossing this phylactery into the lava is going to destroy it, or what it might do. It could alert the owner and they might come running, or it could just sit there, or it could sink to the bottom. It could suddenly have a spell of protection that erupt from it and be cast. There's lots of variables here.
Well, it's not that simple. Bad things could happen if you throw it into the lava, or it might destroy it.
It's probably best to put that thing back where it came from.
Or so help me. Put it back, please. No.
But if I get what you're saying, because if you tell me everything that Kyle just said, I'm going to go, but if I drop it in there and he spawns next to it, he just spawns in the lava.
Kubazan is telling you to just drop it and chuck it in the lava.
Oh, I bet he is.
Kubazan wants you to eat it.
Throw it in, Brielle.
I really feel like Frodo Baggins right now.
And then Gollum's going to jump on your back and bite your ear off or something, or bite your fingers off.
mean, well, uh, oof.
So he may come
Yeet it. Get rid of it, Brielle.
there, right?
We
It
don't
might
even
just
know.
kill a bad thing.
Misty step.
Just Misty step and start yeeting them all into the lava. Oh
Can I
god.
Misty step one more time?
Oh Jesus.
I am not going to Misty step this time. Is it possible, Kyle, to walk along the adamantine pillars from one to the next one? Can you cross?
You can. You see how the strut connects to this silvery circle that's kind of around the blue cylinder. That is going to be an extremely narrow walkway.
Oh god.
Because the blue is the edge of the cylinder itself.
Right.
And then there's a very narrow walkway around it. I'm picturing like that scene from Star Wars when they gotta like take down the shield reactor or whatever the hell it was.
Mm-hmm.
Or shield generator. There's gonna be a nerd listening to this at some point that's just pissed that I got it wrong.
I'm gonna begin walking back.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna walk myself back over to that pillar.
Okay. Because there's nothing opposing you at the moment directly, you can do it very slowly. But you get the feeling that if you were under duress or if something was trying to kill you, you would probably be making checks to do that.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, it makes total sense. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna sit it down and I go, look, I brought it back. And then I'm gonna gather all of them up towards the edge.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
I would like to use my action to turn invisible.
Done.
This is where I wish I took greater invisibility.
Matt, there are 11 of them total, including the one you just put back.
Oh Jesus. Oh, okay.
There's 11 on just this one pillar.
On that balcony, there are 11 different phylacteries. And again, they're all shapes and sizes and construction materials and fun stuff like that.
Right?
They're all liftable. I mean, some of them are going to take, like, put your arms around it and heave. But most of them you can probably pick up with one hand.
I will take the heaviest one because it is going to be the most difficult to move. And then I'm going to yeet it over the edge.
Oh.
Roll me a percentile die, Matt.
I will gladly do that. 32.
It hits the lava and just simply begins to slowly sink. It doesn't catch fire, the parchment doesn't burn, but we're talking about a solid being placed on top of a more or less liquid, and it just slowly sinks, Terminator 2 style. Gives a thumbs up at the end as it sinks below the surface. And that's all.
That's going to take a really long time. Why doesn't lava work in real life like it does in the movies?
I mean, this room is super, super hot. If that makes you feel any better, it's really, really warm in here. But you're used to that at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my sword, and I'm just gonna crack one on the side with my sword, and see if it breaks it.
Okay. This is your dragon sword, right?
My dragon sword, yeah.
Your magical dragon sword. Okay. You just pick one at random?
Probably one of the small ones that I can
Sure.
just pick up, like just smash it.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll me an attack roll. I mean, it's a stationary object sitting on the ground. You can hit the damn thing. I need you to give me a D100 or a percentile so we can figure out what the heck happens.
79.
You bat it, and it goes flying into the wall and hits it, and you hear just this like ting as it bounces off the stone wall and kind of lands back at your feet and rolls to a stop.
God damn it. All right, you pansies. This isn't working.
I thought we were attacking the sphere, the cylinder.
That was the plan. But I would like to kill Asarak and not have his ass come back.
I see what you did there.
That was funny. You get an inspiration for that.
God damn it, I had one.
So that,
I haven't had to roll. I haven't rolled. Well, I guess I did roll low on that Arcana check, but I didn't want to waste it on an Arcana check. I mean, the only thing, if he's got to feed souls. Wait. What happens if we just open them? Can we open them?
You can try.
I'm going to try to open one.
Same one you just hit or a different one?
Sure, I'll pick up the one I just hit.
Okay.
Is it roll?
Yep, it's a cylinder. It's the size of a small lamp. You can hold it in your hand. It's got like a cookie jar lid on it. I will say the lid didn't come open when you
Cracked it.
Yeah, cracked it against the wall.
Baseball.
So you're gonna try to like, now that you are a living creature, trying to put your hands upon this canister and open the lid. Give me a percentage, Matt.
Are you guys ready for me to die? This is where it sucks in my soul.
Yep.
There's only a 1% chance of that happening.
89. I am getting higher, guys. That 1% is a 100. Or 99. And I'm only getting closer.
The lid opens
oh God.
with an 89, and a rush of just icy, freezing cold air blasts towards you. Give me a reflex save. I played Pathfinder recently. Sorry. Dexterity save. Jesus Christ. I played Pathfinder once in like 3 years, and it totally destroys my knowledge of how this game's mechanics work. Dex save, Matt.
Okay. Dex save. That changes things.
It does.
23.
Okay, so you're gonna save for half.
7 fucking thing.
What's that?
I said, thank God I have a +7 into that.
Right. You take 6 points of cold damage and 1 point of necrotic damage as you mostly dive out of the way of this blast of deadly cold air.
The necrotic was 1. What was the cold? 6?
6.
I got one.
What?
I like hold it.
I look over at Ravine. Can he do that?
Ravine shrugs invisibly.
Can she do Ravine? No, damn it. Would you what about plan A? Are you guys good with Moonbeam and plan A?
Holding it up like Jack Sparrow. I got a jar of dirt.
Oh my God.
I've got a jar of souls. I've got a jar of souls.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Does anything come besides this burst of cold and death? Does anything else come out of it?
If you look into it, you're going to see that there is what looks like it was probably paper that has turned to ash, as if it was burnt. Like even the tag that was previously on this thing is gone now, and it's just kind of fallen to ash.
Oh,
Killed it.
maybe.
I tossed that into the lava. It's
Give
like
me
let
a
it fingers.
D100 check
Oh my
or
God
God.
damn it.
percentile, whichever.
Stop.
53.
It floats on the surface of the lava. It doesn't sink. It just floats there, bobbing along, unburnt.
All right, guys. This is going to take all day.
This is not how I expected you to use your time in here, Matt, but that's okay.
What about plan A?
We can go with plan A.
Okay.
Because it's going to take literally all day, and I don't have the patience for that.
But I guess just like real quick, as Brielle's reigning terror over on the balcony, what if I take a look in this little bit here?
Those
Yeah.
are bugs.
So there are numerous alcoves all along the your side of the balcony, your side of the lava pit,
Yeah.
and the balcony just to the left of the staircase as it descends down. Aradale can pop her head in there, and it is full of humanoid bones.
Okay, cool. Cool. So definitely something bursts out and then your dead bones. Like, okay, this is fine.
So Brielle is going to start her way back across the
Yeah,
struts.
she will start her way back across the struts. There's no exact way to put her on the struts, but
I understand.
I don't know if I can do the alt. Oh, it does work for players. There, she's on the strut.
Okay, so she's on the strut next to the balcony, standing kind of beside the central pillar, the central cylinder.
Yeah. She will stop there and not cross over to the other one and pull out her sword.
How do you feel about radiant light shining down on that cylinder?
Just don't hit me with it, I guess.
Sure. You've got it, buddy. Poop. I'm making it worse. Are we pulling the plug?
Let's cut the umbilical cord.
Sure. Moonbeam right smack down on the central cylinder.
All right, so here's the scene. We have Brielle balanced precariously on a strut, her magical sword raised to her shoulder as if to strike this monstrous umbilical cord. We have Aradale standing several feet away from this horrible tube full of souls, ready to cast arcane moonlight upon it. And in the hallway, we have most of the rest of our other heroes just kind of jammed together like sardines, waiting for their moment to shine. I think this is a good place to end it. I suspect that next week we're going to come back to some sort of epic monster killing fight of some sort. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Sam, you want to take us out?
Yeah, that's all for tonight. Thanks for listening. If you want to get to know us better, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Monday Night TPK. You can also find Monday Night TPK at Above the Table Games on YouTube. Don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes. Thanks for listening, and we'll always save a seat at the table just for you.
Oh, puppy.